Never.
Never.
Why did they say it was dodgy? It doesn't cause any problems though, does it?
No, it just puts a cut through it.
Can you take measure out?
Oh really? So, still quite not ready to do our motorhome review. I've got to do some more research. I've been doing some research. So
and you don't believe the research that you've done?
Actually, so I need to do some more research about the research that I've researched.
Right, yeah.
So, very, very quickly, very, very similar. That's obviously 2015, so that's 2018. 4th generation Fiat Ducato cabs, but the 18 was the upgraded one, and obviously having
that's
the paint
a Peugeot.
Colour. Is it? Oh yeah.
Is this definitely a Fiat?
Yeah. See, it's the same thing basically, which is
well,
probably
no,
why
because that's Peugeot.
my research was saying that was about 30 centimetres narrower than the Auto Trail, and
I still don't know whether it
fresh
will be.
water, both 70 litre, but one's got 50 litres of wastewater and the other one's only got 40 litres of wastewater. So just getting the information. We looked in this one, so we won't go back in this one.
You're really organised today, aren't you?
Very, very, very organised. NEC sort of kick-started the surge for people going crazy after caravans and motorhomes. So, sold, one at the back sold, 2 down the end sold, the 845 sold, the little cheapy Partexy one over the back sold. So we've now started to get a thing where we've actually got gaps, so we're waiting for some part exchanges to come in. So big gap there. I think we've had...
Oh, your banner's blown off.
Yeah, well no, I need to go and sort that. I just noticed it just a second ago. On my jobs list of things to do, I was getting through them nicely, and now that's added on there as well. So I'm not winning today. I'm losing. There's more jobs adding to my list of things to do. So it seemed that last weekend went absolutely mental, and then this week has just carried on being absolutely mental. So all the little things that have been trying to get done haven't been done because it's been mental. So Sunday's video is going to be sort of a continuation about where we've been, a few new checks for us to do, some real good checks and things for you to do in your caravan. But this week on today's video is really just having a quick look through what we've had in, what's new, looking at how busy the market is. It's gone, the big change that I have seen is actually part exchanges. February was the first month where we've got back up to about 70% of the caravans that have been sold we've had part exchanges come in against, and that's very, 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 very promising news. Nice big fridge freezer in this one, big drawers, and this is the Bailey Unicorn Valencia 2018. I think we might have had a quick little look at this last week.
I always find these quite cosy feeling.
Yeah, it's a nice colours, isn't it? Nice big washroom at the back as well. It's got the Aldi central heating, big fridge freezer, those big drawers that I was on about. Not bad having some nice big drawers now and again, is it? All the nice carpets underneath the bed, motor mover fitted as well. We don't remove our motor mover from our vans. If it's coming with a motor mover, it's staying on. Nice one coming on Saturday, a really nice part exchange. And I think people have started to adjust to the pricing, as in what you can now get for your money. And I don't think prices are going to drop significantly this year now. I think we've got that plateau. We've found that plateau. Where it's making the big difference, as I say, is people that have had part exchanges, and whether caravans or motorhomes, probably a little bit more so on motorhomes. I don't think the motorhomes are quite there like the caravans are yet. So caravans, I think we've had long enough now where the prices have changed. People have got used to them, people have got used to what the part exchanges are now valued at and what they're worth, and understanding that actually this at 16,995 2 years ago would have been 20 odd grand, probably just over £20,000. But obviously if what you're buying is £4,000 cheaper, and even if you bought your caravan 2 years ago if what you're buying now has dropped £4,000, the chances are yours has as well. Plus, obviously, you've got the difference between the trade value and the retail value. But I think people have sort of gone, you know what, actually, yeah, I might have paid that for it, but the market has changed. It's not going back. Things aren't going back up. It is what it is. But obviously, it's that cost to change. Sometimes it still doesn't always work out, and especially on motorhomes. We had somebody with a motorhome last weekend, and I think they'd bought it 15 or 16 months ago, and it's like £20,000 different from what they paid for it. And she says, I just can't afford to let it go. But the problem is, they were actually people that were looking just to sell and sort of stop, and because they weren't using it. But you put it in storage, you carry on paying storage for it, and the prices, like I said, they're not going back up. They're carrying on. They're not tumbling like they were, but they're not going up. They're going to steadily come down. So if you are thinking about sort of selling and just not sort of doing it at all, it's pointless sitting on it, paying more storage, insurance, especially with a motorhome, because you've got MOTs, servicing costs, habitation servicing costs, insurance. It's not cheap. So basically buy a caravan. It's a lot easier. But some nice motorhomes as well, some nice campers, that's the way to do it. So lovely, lovely. Look at the upholstery in there.
These are long front seats, aren't they?
They're big ones. They don't actually look like they've ever been used. I would say these have been covered. I think that they've been kept in really, really nice condition. And I was
talking to someone that's quite tall, and they look like longer than normal seats.
Like, hello!
Not really.
You alright up there? You need a ladder. If you're going on a ladder though, you need to be safe on a ladder.
Be safe.
You'll see on Sunday about that.
You like the curtains?
Yeah, I like those curtains.
Like 3D effects.
I like these 3D effects. I keep going to say things about Sunday's video, and I need to stop myself.
Why?
This isn't a tips video, and the problem is I keep thinking about things that we've done for Sunday's video. So again,
your mind's a boggle today.
Very. I've got too much going on. Very much going on. Hey, I've got a nice little tip for us here, actually. See that glass lid?
Tips, do they?
I can. See that glass lid? It's not in right. And I just had a motorhome. See, my first thing is, see how it's protruding? It's protruding. Right. Stay there, hold that thought, and I'll show you how to fix that. Right. Told you it would only be 2 seconds. So, I had this exact thing happen the other day on a motorhome down a bumpy country lane. And the problem is with a motorhome, it rattles like hell and then eventually falls off. But you want to make sure that your glass hob lid...
What have you done? Just tightened that?
Just undone it. I've actually undone it in a minute. So I'm going to line it up first. Make sure it's pushed in fully. And really, it's still not quite going low enough. That should sit a little bit lower than that. Still not quite happy about that.
The pad seems to
have
slipped underneath.
It's in the wrong way.
Oh.
So somebody's had a go at this before and not done a very good job. So your glass lid should actually sit in between those. So your glass then should sit
right, yeah.
there.
Got it.
Same on the opposite side.
That's better.
There. Now you watch this at the front, and I'll pull that down.
Whoa, look at that.
Now it sits flush. And basically that now sits a lot further up the glass. We can tighten that back up again. So even if your glass lid isn't straight, you can undo these. Say if it's catching on one of the corners. I said we weren't going to do any tips today, didn't I? It's turned into a little tipsy video again.
Yeah.
So if your hob lid, see it's just catching on that corner.
On that left corner?
Yeah, just catching on that corner. So I just need to adjust it.
Pull that one out a bit on the left.
Yeah. Just needs to go over just slightly, so I'm going to undo it slightly.
I slide it sideways.
Just go sideways, yeah.
Not a lot though.
Now the problem is if you go too much, so I'll just tighten one up at the minute. Still didn't move. Didn't think it moved then. So it needs to sit between those two plastic holders. There we go, it's a bit better. And then it will tighten up, and it will tighten up properly then onto the glass. And then the way to sort of tell was that obviously it was protruding forward, wasn't it?
I tell you what, Fix It Friday.
Fix It Friday, that should be the name of our video, shouldn't it? Fix It Friday. It didn't even turn it. It wasn't even supposed to be a Fix It Friday. I've got to fix the banner now. Yeah. Banners flew off. So I had a motorhome, and obviously in a motorhome, when you're driving and this is rattling about like that, because it's not fitted properly, and then it ends up nearly coming off the what I had to pull over on this dodgy little lane, refit it on. But even with that, then I put that underneath one of the seats. Core blimey, the disc going when you're driving and you're trying to like think and listen to the radio, and that's going on. So if you've got a motor,
people take them out, don't they?
Yeah, I was going to say you need to take them out, wrap them in
bubble wrap,
or in tea towels, and then put them nice and safe. And it's a lot nicer journey.
A lot of people put like a little tea towel underneath there as well, don't
nice
they?
Nice little tea towel underneath there. That would have been perfect on that one.
You have to remember to take a tea towel with you next time. Talking of tea towels,
oh yeah,
to embroider
we was gonna print or embroider some tea towels, weren't we?
Yeah.
So the little one that I did the dodgy repair, we had some people saying that's a dodgy repair, that is.
What did you repair?
Little window rubbers. So I don't know whether you can hear me now with the wind.
Why was it dodgy?
Because basically I cut them and then put a piece underneath, and the reason that I didn't go from catch to catch and put a new piece in, if you haven't got the proper tool, and even when you've got the proper tool, I have got the proper tool, but I wasn't using the proper tool to just do the little repair. But what you end up doing is you stretch the rubber, and that's why they come out over time, is because when they've been fitted it's been stretched, and then over time it shrinks back, and that's what causes that. So by replacing the insert strip from there to there, yeah, great, you can't see the join, but over time that will just come back out again. Whereas once you've cut it and put a little piece underneath, if you haven't seen this video that I'm on about, it's popping up now, go and have a look. But by cutting it and putting a piece underneath, it never happens again. Never happens again. Never.
Why did they say it was dodgy? Well, it doesn't cause any problems though, does it?
No, it puts a cut through it. So we looked in this last week as well, but we're going to have another look at it, because it was just a quick little look. The reason that we've moved the step is that the handle on the step was there, and it's wrong. We need a different sided door.
Yeah.
So this is nice. This was the Coachman VIP 575.
Well, I've not been in this. This is a nice one.
Well, you just wait. As I say, we've got a lot of part exchanges coming in over the next few weeks now. So we've got a lovely 8 foot wide island bed like this coming in, dealer special one, that we've just taken.
Single or twin?
Exchange. Single. So that should be here for next weekend, so we'll have a look at that on next week's video. And I'm trying to think, I think there's about 4 or 5 out this weekend and about 4 or 5 out next weekend, and I'm trying to think which ones had got part exchanges in. So we might have some more part exchanges for next week. But yeah, this is nice. All the central heating, nice big washroom on there, nice kitchen area. Finished off really nicely. We had to do a roof light replacement last week on a similar sort of roof light to that, to be honest with you. Now where the Swift roof lights are just bonded in, so literally they're just glued in, and sort of they're like a normal car window screen, so they get glued in, there's no real fixing. These have got fixings, so behind your fly screen,
I can see it,
yeah, so you've actually got a fixing there and a fixing there. So we have to remove this complete inner section to replace that roof light, which is a bit more of a nightmare, but once you've done it a couple of times you know how to do it then. So there's a couple of hidden fixings at the back of here, there's a little hidden fixing through here, and then this will come off, same on the opposite side, and then the front trim here we've got fixings hidden underneath here. So we've got these two little screws here hold part of this top front fixing in, and then underneath of our light we've got fixings that hold here, and then it's just glued either side.
Crikey.
So if you're looking at doing one of those, that's how it comes out, just to make life a little bit easier, as we hadn't done one before.
So do the screws go through the actual window?
Yeah, so you'll glue that window roof light in as normal, but then there's 2 or 4 screws either side that then actually sort of hold that in place as well, so a little bit more security, and something actually to pull the window in very slightly. It doesn't pull it in a lot, to be fair, but it does just add a little bit more sort of security there, when sort of you're waiting for the glue to go off. So yeah, not too bad a job to do. They don't use the same glue as Swift used. It's different glue. And it was more of a pain to get off.
The glue was?
Yeah.
On the Coachman?
Yeah. Yeah.
But that means it stuck it better if it you can get it off.
Yeah, it's more of a nightmare. So yeah, I don't know what, obviously I looked into it big time last time on the Swift ones, and we went to the Swift factory and we knew which one it was. We had one of the Swift owners ring, didn't we? And say, would you like to come back to the factory because we banned your video last time, but apparently he didn't know that he'd banned our video. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But anyway, we're digressing from the conversation.
You have to saw this thing off.
Yeah, I just need to put a different step on that one, don't I? So elegance has gone, nice Partex against that. There was a big twin axle here, so that's actually gone over to Garden Village. So I think 3 of the vans that have been sold have gone over to Garden Village
to be serviced,
and then we've got a load, to be serviced up and whatever, and then we've got the others are still here, and then we've got motor movers to fit. We've got Andy with a brake fluid issue. Yeah, brake cleaner as well. Yeah, cool. So yeah, got a fair few to do here. Got a few motor movers to swap. Got a nice Partex against the big twin axle that was here, so that should be in a couple of weeks' time. A mix of people buying, sort of first timers, people that have got caravans. So probably 30% of people hadn't got a caravan, and it was either their first ever caravan or they were getting back into it from selling the caravan. So they've decided, actually, we've screwed up by selling the caravan, we shouldn't have sold it. Everyone's moaning about site prices, they're not actually as dear as what everyone's saying. So a lot of people getting back into the caravans, but then, as I say, probably 70% of the sales for last month was people that have had vans, and even people that have bought within the last couple of years, upgrading and swapping. So really positive, and I think that is what we need to really get the market going, is those Partexes, people with Partexes going, you know what, actually, yeah, we've lost on what we bought, but we've saved on what we're buying. So it swings and roundabouts, isn't it? Hopefully I've not waffled on too much. I've got to go and fix the banner, and we'll see you on Sunday's video. Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and we'll see you next week.